Okay, welcome to this question number 19 from Unit 1 Modular Exam 2024. It's just a sample, okay? The diagram shows a triangular prism. This is a triangular prism named A, B, C, D, E, F with a rectangular base which is A, B, C, D, and you can see that I shade this rectangular base for you just to understand my opinion. You're given that AB is 6 centimeters, DE is 2.2 centimeters, and angle DAE is 18. So CBF is the same size, also 18 degrees. 2.2, even this one is 2.2, 6, this is 6, and this is 6. You get my point? This is a prism. They ask you to work out the angle that BE makes with the base down, with the base of the triangular prism. So they ask you work out the angle that BE makes with the base of the plane ABCD, or with the plane ABCD. You can see these red lines here to show you the angle between BE and the base. I mean this angle. So I just need to find this angle, which I just denoted as theta. So to find this thing, let us first look at this part here, this triangle. It's a right angle triangle, so we can use Sohkahtowa. You have this angle 18 and you have this side. This side is the opposite side to my angle, and AD is the adjacent. So O and A, where can we find them? In TOA. Okay, why are you trying to find AD? Okay, the idea is to find theta, you need to have two things. You just know DE, which is 2.2. You don't know what's the size of this BD, this side BD, or this side BE. I'm trying to find one of them. So if I find AD, it can help me with this triangle down to find BD. And if we found BD with DE, we can find theta. This is the idea. So I'm trying to find AD. I'm using Sohkahtowa. It's a right angle triangle. You know the opposite and you know the angle, so you can find the adjacent. So I can say that tan the angle 18 equals the opposite, which is 2.2, over the adjacent, which is named AD. To find AD, you can do cross multiplication or just slide AD here and bring down tan 18 down. So AD equals 2.2 over tan 18 degrees. This is how to find AD. Okay, so let us say, how can we use the calculator? Okay, let us look at this part. Here's the fraction, 2.2 over tan 18. Don't forget to close the bracket. The answer is 6 points. So AD equals 6.77090378179. Okay, I'm just trying to take the whole answer. I don't like doing simplification on each part. Okay, so that makes the answer, or your answer at the end, due to the accumulation of errors, a little bit far from the exact answer. Okay, so for this part, let us take AD as this answer. Okay, now you have AD. Here is AD. This part AD is 6 point something, 6.7, and you have AB using Pythagoras theorem. Why Pythagoras theorem? If the base is a rectangle, that means there is 4 corners or 4 90s. These are 90s. So according to this 90 here, this one here, we have a triangle which is a right angle triangle, so we can apply Pythagoras. You know this side 6 and you know this side 6 point something. You can find the hypotenuse here. So BD is my hypotenuse. Let us find BD since it's opposite to the 90 degree. I will say BD square equals AD square plus AB square. So I can say BD square equals the hypotenuse square equals this leg square plus this leg square. This leg is 6, so I can say 6 square plus the other leg, which is 6.770 and so on square. Actually, I don't want BD square, I just want BD, so I'll take the square root for both sides. So BD is the square root of 6 square plus 6.770 and so on square. Let us try to find BD first of all. So I end up with BD equals what? Let us see. BD equals what? Here's the calculator. Already you can see that you have the 6.7 and so on. Let us square it. Here's the square of the answer, plus 6 square, which is 36. Okay, now we end up with 81. Okay, 81 point something. Let us take the square root of this answer. Square root of 81 point something. I made a mistake here. Let us repeat this again. Square root 6.770 9037817 squared plus 6 squared. The answer is 9 point something, which is 9.0468 and so on. This is BD. Okay, let us return back to BD. Now BD is 9 point something, 9.046 and so on. Now you can see if you want to find theta, you have the opposite, which is DE, and BD, which was the hypotenuse on the triangle ABD. Now the same BD here is the adjacent to this angle theta. So you have the opposite and you have the adjacent. How can we use both of them? We can use them on the TOA or tan. So you will say that tan theta, which you want to find, tan theta equals the opposite, which is 2.2, over the adjacent, which is 9.0468 and so on. Actually, I don't want tan theta, I want theta only. So to find theta, you will say tan inverse of this thing, of 2.2 over 9.0468 and so on. Let us try to find theta. Okay, so you can say that your last answer was 9.04 and so on. I will say 2.2 divided by my answer. This ends up with 0.243. I don't want this calculation, I want tan inverse. So I will say shift and tan. This is tan inverse for the last answer. So it ends up with my angle to be 13.667 and so on. You have to give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. So 1 decimal place is after the 6. Here is the first decimal place, or 1 decimal place. If you put your eye on the number to the right, you'll find it's 5 or more. So I can say at the end, my answer rounds up to 13.7 degrees. This is theta, the angle between BE and the base of the prism. Thank you for watching.